Okay, today we will discuss about Indian culture, which will help for competitive exams. So first, what is Indian culture? About introduction, we will see. So first one is introduction. So introduction. The English word culture is derived from the Latin term cult or cultus, meaning it is called tilling or cultivating or refining and worship. In sum, it means cultivating and refining a thing to such an extent that its end product evokes our admiration and respect. This is practically the same as Sanskrit of the Sanskrit language. The term Sanskriti has been derived from the root Kri. Kri is nothing but to do of Sanskrit language. Three words came from this root, it is Kri, Prakriti, and Sanskriti. So Kri, Prakriti, and Sanskriti, these three words are the name. When Prakriti or a raw material, it will become as a Sanskriti. So first, we will see what is the concept of culture. Culture is a way of life. The food you eat, the clothes you wear, the language you speak and the God you worship, all are aspects of culture. In very simple terms, we can say that culture is the embodiment of the way in which we think and do things. It is also the thing, yes, it is also the thing that we have inherited as members of society. All the achievements of human beings as members of social groups can be called culture. Art, music, literature, architecture, sculpture, philosophy, religion, and science can be seen as aspects of culture. However, culture also includes the customs, traditions, festivals, ways of living, and one's outlook on various issues of life. Culture thus refers to a human-made environment which includes all the material and the non-material products of group life that are transmitted from one generation to the next. There is a general agreement among social scientists that culture consists of explicit and implicit patterns of behavior acquired by human beings. These may be transmitted through symbols constituting the distinctive achievements of human groups, including their embodiment as artifacts. The essential core of culture thus lies in those finer ideas which are transmitted within a group, both historically derived as well as selected with their attached value. More recently, culture denotes historically transmitted patterns of meanings embodied in symbols by means of which people communicate, perpetuate, and develop their knowledge about and express their attitudes toward life. Culture is the expression of our nature in our modes of living and thinking. It may be seen in our literature, in religious practices, in recreation and enjoyment. Culture has two distinctive components, namely material and non-material. Material culture consists of objects that are related to the material aspect of our life, such as our dress, food, household goods. Non-material culture refers to ideas, ideals, thoughts, and beliefs. Culture varies from place to place and country to country. Its development is based on the historical process operating in a local, regional, or national context. For example, we differ in our ways of greeting others, our clothing, food habits, social and religious customs, and practices from the West. In other words, the people of any country are characterized by their distinctive cultural traditions. So this is a near map that is having consists of various cultures, various heritages you can see in this. So various religions also included in this diagram. So we will see this there. So next one we have to study, that is Comparison of culture and civilization. So what is meant by comparison of culture and civilization? We will see that. So the word culture and civilization are often used synonymously. However, they have clearly defined meanings, differentiated them. Civilization means having better ways of living and sometimes making nature bend to fulfill their needs. It also includes organization societies into politically well defined groups working collectively for improved conditions of life in matter of food, dress, communication, and so on. Thus, some groups consider themselves as civilized and look down upon others. This disposition of certain groups has even led to wars and holocausts, resulting in mass destruction of human beings. On the other hand, culture refers to the inner being, a refinement of head and heart. This includes arts and sciences, music and dance, and various higher pursuits of human life, which are also classified as cultural activities. One who may be poor and wearing cheap clothes may be considered uncivilized, but still he or she may be most cultural person. One possessing ostentatious wealth may be considered as civilized, but he may not be cultured. Therefore, when we think of culture, we have to understand that it is different from civilization. As we have seen, culture is the higher levels of inner refinement of a human being. Humans are not merely physical beings, they live and act at three levels: physical, mental, and spiritual. While better ways of living socially and politically and better utilization of nature around us may be termed as civilization.